Hello everyone. Today I am extremely excited to be teaching you how to play a new board game I've been creating over the last couple months, years. It's called the Inheritor, and it's an exciting hospital-themed social deduction game for 5 to 8 players. Okay, how to play. First, you want to read my beautiful rulebook. It took me dozens of hours to make, and fine, we're making a YouTube video. Okay. People used to read, man. So the theme of the game is centered around doctors attempting to save the life of an elderly patient in a hospital. However, some of the doctors are heirs to the patient and are secretly sabotaging his recovery to inherit his riches. Players will be assigned to either Team Doctor, which needs 7 recovery cards to be played, or Team Inheritor, which needs 3 poison cards to be played. There are 2 different types of inheritors, the Inheritor Boss and the Inheritor Henchman, which will be explained later on. The amount of doctors and inheritors in the game depends on the number of players, so here is a chart to help you out. The game has 5 phases. You should set up the different cards and pieces as they're explained in each phase. We will be simulating a 6-player game. For the sake of the video, the role cards will be visible, but when you actually play the game, please don't keep them visible. The first phase is the initialization phase. First, the person with the most medical experience starts with the head doctor card. This is the most important card in the game, as all players will be making decisions between poisons and recoveries, but only the head doctor of each round gets to make the final decision about the health of the patient. Also, the head doctor chooses players to be off-duty for the round. The amount of off-duty players in a given game is equal to the number of inheritors in the game. Off-duty basically means people think you're suspicious and want to ban you from the clinical choice phase. The second phase is the bidding phase. During setup, give all players 1 stethoscope token. Stethoscopes are the currency of the game and can be used to investigate, prevent certain actions, and manipulate who maintains influence in the game. In the bidding phase, players can either bid or pass to become the head doctor. The bidding only goes around the circle once, and players must increase their bid in order to become the new head doctor. Let's say, for example, the Inheritor Henchman boldly decides he would like to be the head doctor, so he bids his one and only stethoscope token. Now, because he's been acting suspicious all game, the doctor to his right raises the bid to 2 and becomes the head doctor instead, making sure to make him off-duty. The third phase of the game is the Inheritor attack phase. During setup, place the 3 Inheritor attack cards, along with the Inheritor token, within reach of all players. During this phase, all players close their eyes, the head doctor counts down from 10, and the Inheritor Boss, not the Inheritor Henchman, may choose to move the Inheritor token to one of the 3 Inheritor attacks. The Inheritor Boss should ration their attacks because after they use one, it gets flipped over, becoming exhausted. Let's go over what each one does. Forced dosage requires the player to the left of the head doctor to choose poison if they get one this round. Corrupted leadership moves the head doctor to the player to the left, who then assigns new off-duty cards. Lethal injection assassinates the current head doctor, and they pass the head doctor card to the left. If this happens, use 1 less off-duty card. Wait, can't they just kill off a player in the first 2 seconds of the game? No! The Inheritor Boss may only use the lethal injection ability when the syringe has been activated by a Stage 2 incident card. The clinical choice phase is the 4th and most influential phase of the game. During setup, make sure that stethoscope tokens are in a pile accessible to players. Shuffle the Incident Stage 1 and Stage 2 incident cards and set them aside for easy access. Finally, place the status cards near the Inheritor attack cards and make sure to leave room for a discard pile. During this phase, players who are not off-duty go around the circle drawing 2 status cards, starting with the player to the left of the head doctor. For a 5 to 6 player game, the head doctor also draws cards. Let's look at an example. The first player has a poison and a recovery, and they are a doctor, so they should discard the poison face down in the discard pile and give the recovery also face down to the head doctor. The second player unfortunately receives 2 poison cards. They put 1 face down in the discard pile and give the other face down to the head doctor. The third player draws a stethoscope card, which they immediately discard in exchange for a stethoscope token from the pile. Importantly, they replace their hand with another card and get a poison, which they decide to give to the head doctor and discard the recovery. The fourth player draws an incident card, which they immediately place face up in the discard pile. Then, the top card of the Stage 1 incident pile is revealed and its action is performed. In this case, all off-duty players receive a stethoscope. The fourth player also replenishes a card and chooses to give a poison to themselves, as they are the head doctor. When players run out of status cards, they must shuffle all the cards in the discard pile and then from now on draw from the Stage 2 incident cards. The final phase of the game is the head doctor phase. After the clinical choice phase, the head doctor should have 4 face-down status cards in their hands. They must now determine the outcome of the round. First, they shuffle the cards. Then, they randomly draw 2 and choose 1 to be the resulting card of the round, to be played in the middle of the table. Each round, a card will be placed in a systematic line to demonstrate the progression of the game. Also, the head doctor must now choose a new head doctor for the next round. If the game wasn't spicy enough, players can use stethoscopes they acquire throughout the game to preview status cards, swap off-duty cards, exhaust attacks, change the head doctor, or even reveal players' role cards. These special actions and their costs are visible on the player guides that should be given out during setup. Okay, you may encounter an incident card that triggers a vote. During this incident, all players must select one player they would like to remove from the game, with the head doctor choosing between ties. Also, now use one less off-duty card. Okay, that was a lot of information, so let's recap. The doctors need 7 recovery cards, and the inheritors need 3 poison cards to be played. During the initialization phase, the head doctor chooses players to be off-duty for the round. During the bidding phase, players go around in a circle and can bid stethoscope tokens to become the head doctor instead. During the inheritor attack phase, everyone closes their eyes, the head doctor counts down from 10, and the inheritor boss chooses whether or not to move the inheritor token to one of the 3 inheritor attacks. During the clinical choice phase, all players draw 2 status cards and choose 1 to give to the head doctor and 1 to discard. Finally, during the head doctor phase, the head doctor shuffles all 4 cards they received, takes 2 of them, and chooses 1 to be the result of the round. Then, they choose a new player to be the head doctor for the next round. Here are some important rules to remember if you want to pause the video. That's it. You're ready to play my game. Thanks for watching and have a stupendous day.